Full House, the American sitcom, aired its final episode in America on May 23rd, 1995. Little did many Americans know, all the way out in Japan, Weekly Shonen Jump released the final chapter of Dragon Ball on the exact same day. That's right, Dragon Ball and Full House ended on the exact same day in 1995. In the manga, Piccolo has 4 fingers instead of the usual 5 he has in the anime. So that's, 3 digits and a thumb if you want to get all technical like that, versus 4 digits and a thumb. But sometimes Toriyama would slip up and give him 5. At the very end of chapter 208, this is one of those cases. Piccolo has 5 fingers in this panel. And I don't need to tell you that there's way more instances of this happening in the manga. And you won't find this in the full color version because they use a speech bubble to correct this mistake. Chapter 170, Tao Pai Pai fires the Dodonpa with his right hand, but in one panel he's shown to be firing it from his left. Then it goes back to his right again. Funnily enough, Kanzenshu actually messed this up and claimed this error occurred for chapter 171 as well, which is, a bit strange. Just an error on top of an error on top of an error. Chapter 306, page 2, bottom right panel. Krillin has Japanese writing on his arm for whatever reason. Chapter 282, Jeice is wearing full pants instead of the leotard he usually wears after Goku kicked Butter. In chapter 459, Vegeta's wearing Gohan's clothes in one panel while he's fighting Goku. By the way, this is during the Buu arc when Gohan had the long freaking full bodysuit. In chapter 502, Majin Buu regresses to Piccolo's form and Toriyama draws him in one panel with Piccolo's skin. This probably would have been cool for Buu to do when he absorbed people, but he, didn't transform into anybody else's skin that he absorbed, so. Chapter 272, page 6, Recoome doesn't have his shorts drawn on the right leg. Saving Soldier Cashman is a short story Toriyama worked on in the early 90s. It features an alien named Diora who takes over the body of a guy he unintentionally killed named Chapat. While in Chapat's body, some of the outfits he wears looks very similar to characters in the movie Taxi Driver, the 1976 Martin Scorsese film about a former Marine who by the end of the movie is dressed in a green Marine cover-up, and Chapat in the full color illustrations drawn by Toriyama is also wearing green for his police uniform. At one point in the story, Chapat has to go on a date with his woman named Shampur, and he dresses nearly identical to Sport, the pimp, in Taxi Driver, with the only piece missing being the pimp hat, which he wears as a police officer. And in the movie, Sport even asks if Travis is a cop multiple times. Maybe Toriyama got the idea from there. What's even funnier is that Hi Mom, a film that Martin Scorsese made from 1970, also featuring Robert De Niro, has him cosplaying a cop in some of the movies and stuff that, he got into in the film. There's a lot of violence in this story, and there's a lot of violence in Dragon Ball as well. If you want to see all that violence, check out this video in the upper left corner.